charity means doing good things.
Hold on. Widows in their affliction. So you can't show me any other time that when he's, except for that we're saying, because if you want to say that Israel considered the widows of the Lord, now that's the only other time you're going to use that then. But any other time talking about a widow, we know that's talking about a woman.
A woman.
So don't play with the words.
Just literally speaking of what it say right there.
Right, literally.
Right. What you say? You had a precept?
Yeah.
Like,
this is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 15. It said, admonish a friend, for many times it is a slander, and believe not every tale. There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart. And who is he that had not offended with his tongue? Admonish thy neighbor before thou threaten him, and not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High. So every time we keep telling you, when y'all pass y'all judgments and with the vein jangling and speaking out your mind, see now at this point you ain't slipping no more. At this point you being angry.
You being angry.
For what?
Because it's like you have a
yeah, they don't want to deal with the law. That we just want to talk. We ain't gonna deal with the law.
They done went back to that old man.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, but the thing.
Wait, let me read this again. It says, admonish thy neighbor. So if you're gonna say something to him, confront him. And it says, before thou threaten him. So confront him before you threaten. Okay. And not.
So we can see what the problem is.
Yeah, already. It says, and not being angry. And not being angry.
See, because when if you're angry, we understand that you don't start to think with clear conscience and clarity.
Your mind is already instilled with that anger, so everything you say is going to come off in an offensive way.
And it says, give place to the law of the Most High. So now we sit here as a group where we ask you.
Hold on. So what the reason? The Lord said you're supposed to reason with each other.
Right, reason with us. If we offended you, show us according to the law.
I got a precept.
Oh, where we offended you at?
Not according to the doctrine.
Not according to being angry
I got a precept.
and you rebuke it.
I got a precept.
You go ahead.
It's Romans 11, and it says Romans 11 and 18. Boast not against the branches, but if thou boast, thou bearest not the root, but the root thee. Thou wilt say then, the branches were broken off, and I might be grafted in, where because of unbelief they were broken off, and thou standest by faith. Be not high-minded.
Be high-minded. Be not puffed up.
But fear. For if God, Yahweh spared not the natural branches, take heed lest he also spare not thee. So, I mean, we got to understand that he ain't going to spare all his people. So, if y'all being high-minded and puffed up in yourself and you're arrogant, I mean, these are some things you really need to sit down and take a look at.
Because, okay, now I read the scriptures. Now I go back to Romans and read 11 and 5 and 6.
Romans 11, 5 and 6. Even so then, at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it must, then is it no more grace? Otherwise, work is no more work.
So, it by grace. It's all about that grace that the Lord then bestowed upon us, that He had for us to give us a chance. So even though you may have been in the scriptures for 20, 30 years, and you got somebody else that's low in the scriptures, y'all both still got on that same amount of grace.
But if you ain't got that grace and you going off, I just want to throw this scripture. If one of you brothers might want to expound on this, just if you want to get ready to close this up. It says, Ezekiel 26 and 20. When I shall bring thee down with them that descend into the pit, with the people of the old time.
27 and 20 that was?
26 and 20. So now they're going to be brought down in the people of the pit with the people of the old time. People from the past, from the beginning, they're going to be brought down with them people. And shall set thee in the lower parts of the earth, in the places desolate of old, with them that go down to the pit, thou shalt be not inhabited, and thou shalt set glory in the land of the living. That's it, man.
You know what? Matter of fact, Zell, grab Ecclesiasticus 31. We're gonna use their definition. We're gonna break this down because we understand. We say you gotta say wine is the scriptures, right? So that you ready? Mm-hmm. Ecclesiasticus 31 and start at 23.
Ecclesiastes 31 and 23. Whoso is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him.
So you guys like to say the feeding of the meat is with the scriptures, right?
Right.
Breaking down the scriptures. So let's go. A man who is liberal with his meat, a man just give the scriptures out to everybody.
Right.
Keep going.
It says, and the report of his good housekeeping will be believed.
So men gonna speak well of him and they say, man, that man been studying.
Right.
They gonna speak good of you. Keep going.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw this precept in there real quick. Ecclesiastes 20 and 27. A wise man should promote himself to honor with his words.
With his words?
With his words.
Not taking honor or wanting any honor. It's just the things he say. He having a good report of the people.
Right.
Keep going.
And he that have understanding will please great men.
He gonna please great men.
So it goes back to 31 and 23. Whoso is liberal of his meat,
the scriptures, keep going.
Men shall speak well of him. And the report of his good housekeeping will be believed. But against him that is a niggard,
on him that is selfish,
of his
meat, I'm only gonna give it to brothers that's
right.
So him that is selfish, keep going.
The whole city shall murmur.
Oh, the who?
The whole city shall
keep
murmur.
Going.
And the testimonies of his niggards shall not be doubted.
This ain't because you can clearly look and see it's going on. Keep going.
Doubted of. Show not the valiantness in wine.
So now, because you know a few scriptures don't show your valiantness, right? That's how they break down wine, the scriptures. Keep going.
For wine have destroyed many.
Strong wine has destroyed many brothers that since they know a few scriptures, they get high-minded. Keep going.
The furnace proved the edge of his dipping.
Who gonna do that?
The furnace proved the edge.
Is another man gonna do that? Oh, keep going.
So doeth wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness.
So when you get a little scriptures, we gonna understand who the wicked is because your pride gonna take hold of you instead of you dealing with the scriptures. Keep going.
That's a stumbling.
Wine is
that's a stumbling block to them, but they let them tell it. It's a deep. Yeah. Understand it. Deep breakdown. Let's get deep.
Don't talk like that. You gonna sound like a big retarded.
Yeah, I'll be the big retarded nigga in these scriptures. Keep going.
Wine is as good as life to a man.
These scriptures is as good as life to a man.
If it be drunken minded. Hold on. That goes back. What did he say? The law is good if it's used righteously. And if it's used, get that, man. About the law. That guy just going so good right there. I'm gonna read this again. Wine is as good as life to a man.
Scriptures is good to a man.
If it be drunken moderately.
If he in these scriptures moderately, soberly, not high-minded, keep going.
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
Oh, so if a man ain't got no scriptures, he in trouble, ain't he?
Okay.
Keep going.
It says, for it was made to make men glad.
The scriptures was put here for our happiness. If we had followed it, we'd have been set high above the nations, right? We'd have been set above the nations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Wine measurably drunk and in season bringing gladness of the heart and cheerfully of the mind.
So if we stop somebody at the right time and at the right moment and break these scriptures down and say something out these scriptures to them, you might just be done. You might be done just snag one, huh? You might have just gave that trick right on time.
Yeah, right, baby.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 30. Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
Do what?
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
Because y'all know scriptures and could parrot the scriptures out, but not break them down.
Hold on,
drunkenness.
Hold on, wait a minute. Sometimes you ain't breaking down.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lord say, write the vision and make